Pixel 9 Pro XL with its complete family is out, showing off a new design and bunch of AI features coming along with it. But will it stand a chance against the Galaxy S24 Ultra? Let's find out. This year, Google did a great job of removing the curved edges on Pixel 9 series and made them flat. And not only this, the bezel size on Pixel 9 Pro XL are symmetrical, which means equal on all four sides. That is the same thing Samsung did this year with the S24 Ultra, and I really appreciate these symmetrical bezels. Although, Google also changed the display internals, and that's a massive difference. We get the new OLED panels, which top up the peak brightness up to 3000 nits. S24 Ultra slightly falls short at 2600 nits, but for the outdoor use, both gets a pretty bright display overall. The thing where S24 Ultra is far better than the Pixel 9 Pro XL is the front glass. Now, one would argue, but please don't. Samsung used a Gorilla Glass armor which is 4 times scratch resistant compared to its predecessor and gets an anti-reflective coating which is really helpful. But Google uses the last year Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Although switching from curved display to flat one, the durability is much improved on Pixel 9 Pro XL. The design is something I want to talk about. The back with a matte finish looks subtle and feels good as you don't need to clean this thing quite often. But most of the people would use a case, so this won't count. In comparison, the sides are glossy and can easily catch scratches and fingerprints over time. Where S24 Ultra on the sides gets a titanium frame instead of aluminum on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and there is a big difference in overall design. One gets a boxer design, S24 Ultra, where Pixel 9 Pro XL gets a more rounded design, and even people call this phone Android iPhone as it looks similar to iPhone 14 Pro Max design which gets a glossy sides. The battery life and the efficiency was always a concern for the Pixel devices, but this year, Google claimed big. And we get the 5060 mAh battery, which is ever so slightly bigger compared to S24 Ultra with a 5000 mAh battery. Now comparing both devices, there are a few things to consider. Samsung's recent devices are known for their battery life and even beat iPhones in some cases, but in the similar battery test, Pixel devices are among the first ones to leave the competition. We are yet to test the Pixel 9 Pro XL battery life. Google claims are way big, but seeing the same battery, I am a little bit worried. The charging speed, however, better on S24 Ultra. Samsung is using the same charging speed from years, since they use the same battery, 45 watt fast charger. But Pixel 9 Pro XL gets a slight bump up over last year Pixel 8 Pro, which is a 37 watt. So there isn't any significant difference between last year and this year charging speed on Pixel 9 Pro XL either. This is where I would say Google changed slightly with the numbers, but one change is great, and I'm talking about the performance. Galaxy S24 Ultra came with one of the best processor of time, Snapdragon Gen 3, and the Geekbench scores are just insane. 2151 single core score and 6719 multi-core score. That's a lot of difference. Pixel 9 Pro XL are going to feature a Tensor Gen 4 this year, and we expected big upgrades along with it. But the Geekbench scores are not that great on Pixel 9 Pro XL, which means Pixel 9 Pro XL will be behind its competitors in raw performance. It gets 1950 single core score and 4655 multi-core score. That's a massive difference when you look at the multi-core score of both devices. Although in the day-to-day usage you won't feel much of a difference, but raw performance is way better on S24 Ultra. Now this year, Google did a great job of giving a 16 gigs of RAM option in Pixel 9 Pro XL, but S24 Ultra only gets 12 gigs of RAM despite the storage option you choose. One change which I would say Google did best is the bigger vapor chamber on Pixel 9 Pro XL. This is so important for recently launched devices because we get more performance, so does the heat. Samsung already gave us a bigger vapor chamber and Google followed Samsung's footstep, which is a good news. The camera options are quite similar on both devices from their predecessor. S24 Ultra came with a 200 megapixel main shooter, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor, and 50 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor. Pixel 9 Pro XL on the other hand gets 50 megapixel main shooter, 48 megapixel ultra wide, and a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto sensor. Those who know Pixel devices, these are known for their cameras, but it's more about the optimization than on the hardware, and I would say the competition will be same like the last year. The price is something I really want to talk about. Samsung this year increased the price from $11.99 to $12.99, but when I saw Pixel prices I was shocked because Pixel 9 Pro XL will cost us $10.99 for 128 gigs version. But did you guys know 256 gigs version will cost us $11.99, which is less than S24 Ultra but similar to iPhone 15 Pro Max. And interestingly, there is no 128 gigs on S24 Ultra and not on iPhone 15 Pro Max. And this is a downside for the Pixel devices since people buy Pixel devices only because of the price advantage. Google just launched the phone and you can start pre-ordering now, but do you guys know about the offers? Google last year gave us two options as a pre-order deals. Either they offer us Pixel Watch 2 or Buds Pro, but this time around, Google is thinking different for the Pixel 9 series. This seems like they are not going to offer any extra product, but instead help us to improve the existing deal. Let me explain. They are going to offer us a free storage upgrade with the Pixel 9 entire series. This means if you pre-order the 128 gigs version of Pixel 9 Pro XL, you're going to get a 256 gigs, and if you buy 256, you will receive 512 gigs version. This is exactly same what Samsung offered with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Google is also going to offer Google One aka Gemini Advanced for 1 year, which costs $20 per month and $240 per year if you buy it otherwise, but Pixel 9 base version will only get this offer for 6 months. The pre-orders for the Pixel 9 series will start right after the event ends on the August 13, but the shipping dates varies between different models. Pixel 9, 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL version will be available close to 22nd of August, but the foldable one, Pixel 9 Pro Fold and Buds Pro 2 are delayed a lot. You maybe get somewhere in September, 26th of September for Buds Pro 2, but not confirmed for the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. Google's this event was all about AI and less about the phone. They showed us bunch of AI features in the Pixel devices. In other words, it looks like a Gemini launch then of a Pixel 9 series. They put a little bit of a Pixel 9 series in Gemini launch, so to speak. But some of the features are really amazing on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, starting off with the screenshots where you don't have to remember it. Second, and this is even really amazing, you can generate image with a prompt on device with the Pixel Studio. Third, and this is even more important, the magic editor, which will remove the background of your image. Also, we saw the Add Me feature, which is really amazing on the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Google showed us a lot about Gemini Advanced, but they're only giving us for only 1 year. Google finally launched an satellite SOS feature in the Pixel 9 Pro XL, but only available in one country, US for now. This feature was much expected from Galaxy S24 Ultra, but Samsung delayed the launch of this feature. Instead, Google will going to launch in their next foldable phone, and the next generation of foldable phone from Google is the Pixel Fold 2. This new satellite connectivity feature is different from what Apple uses in 14 Pro Max and onwards. As per Samsung internal team, this will be two-way connectivity where you can send and receive messages, and you can also share your location. The reason of quoting Samsung here, since Google uses Samsung internals for their next generation processor, Tensor Gen 4. On this note, if you find value from this video, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.